Hello, Spin Snake here with another figure review. Today we have got playing on your YouTube, Marvel Legends Infinite Series, Mandroid Wave, Zemo. What can we say about this figure? He is a retooled and reused version of the US agent with some different coloured gloves, a new head, a new belt, and a new harness. I'm not sure if this sword is new. I've got a feeling I've seen it before. I don't know who with though. The gun is a reused gun. It's the same gun that you get with Mystique, I think even Madam Mask or Madam Hydra. I can't think of the names are. But his has a nice paint out of a leopard skin on the handle. That is about it. Like I said, it's a Bucky Cap mold and I'm okay with that. I like the Bucky Cap mold. So you can see he comes with the 3 accessories, the sword, the gun, and the box he comes in. It will come here and it will say Marvel Legends Infinite Series, Baron Zemo. Actually, to be honest, I don't think it says that there. I think it would actually say Soldier of AIM, more than likely. I do not know. As you can see, the box has a picture of Captain America here. Build-A-Figure Collection Mandroid. And then on the back you'd have a picture of the figure here. And then the part I really want to show you guys is the Build-A-Figure bit. I do not have his Build-A-Figure part. He comes with the right arm. As you can see, number 3 includes right arm, which is this nasty thing here with a massive machine gun on it. So that's pretty cool. But no, do not have that. As you can see, I have gone through most of these. I only have 1, 2, 3 and him left to do. I do not have an aim. If anyone has an aim, please let me know. I'm definitely interested. But stay tuned for the rest. So, accessories. He comes with his pistol. Like I said, a reused pistol which they use for Mystique. Just he has the leopard print painted on the handle, which is actually quite nicely painted, to be honest. I'll give him that. But there's something funny about this, which I'll tell you in a minute. He also comes with the sword. Nice sculpt. No paint apps whatsoever. These are all hollow, so you can see through them. I say no paint apps. You've got a silver painted blade, which is not great. As you can see, it's chipping through already. But it's cool that he comes with a sword. I like swords. I guess technically he comes with 4 accessories if you include this. This is his gun holsters, but they are solid pieces, Hasbro. Why? But it is well sculpted, has some great textures and buckles throughout, and then of course the solid guns look okay with a nice Z on each. Paint kind of slipped on that one. Very shiny, and a bit of paint bleed there. But it's a slightly flexible plastic and, you know, it is what it is. Just wish it had 2 holsters and 2 removable guns, Hasbro. So close up on that head and you can see it is actually painted and sculpted pretty well. The funny thing is the head is a purple plastic with painted eyes, painted lines and painted browny, goldy, sandy crown thing. I don't even know what that's supposed to be, to be honest. I'm not massively knowledgeable about this character. But the torso is a dark purple plastic, and something even funnier is his lower arms are a yellow plastic with a painted purple. Why they didn't do these parts the same colour as this? Because the cuffs are a separate piece. I do not know. It would have made so much more sense to make that colour. So as you can see, he is just utilising the very simple Bucky Cap US Agent mould, just with different colours. The only new parts is the head and the belt. A portrait view of the actual character's head, and you can see the mask actually does look pretty decent. It does look like someone actually wearing a mask. And then a rear view here, you can see there's a bit of paint chipping on the neck where the head has been moved, and there's a bit of rub here from when the holsters were rubbing on there. something that I don't think is maybe the wisest choice, let's say that, yeah, is the lines are sculpted in the head, but they're not sculpted in the torso. And if this is supposed to be one solid piece, then surely the lines should have continued to be sculpted on the torso. It may have even been better for them to lay a sheet of plastic over top with the lines in it, if they didn't want to actually sculpt into it. I don't know. But it's an easy fix for anyone with a Dremel or a decent hand with a knife. It's just frustrating you have to do things like that to fix a character. You should be able to buy it perfect. So a close-up look at the rest of the figure. As you see, these are the exact same gloves you get with US Agent. And I know it's first hand as I've cut mine off on a couple for some customs. This is a separate piece, like I said. Exact same hands you get with them, just these ones are yellow. Exact same boots we've seen on Bucky Cap and US Agent. This is a new belt though, which is really nice. It's solid black with a kind of slight purple wash on this part here and a silver buckle. It's doing paint throughout the whole thing, well, same on this side here. And this is actually quite a firm plastic. There's not much ply in this, which I think is a bit frustrating. Like, my advice would have been to attach a separate piece of rubber to that, but that would have made cost a bit more. Exactly the same as the Bucky Cap and Agent, this belt is simply clipped on, just here. And as you can see, it is removable like that. The different thing is the US Agent and Bucky Cap both have a peg sticking out here, which is interesting. To reapply, just pegs back on. Remember earlier when I was talking about the pistol, I said there's something funny about that? Well, you can see here's the two harnesses here. These just slip straight on. And they are moulded for his body and they do fit pretty well. They don't really, they're loose and they float, but they don't really flop about too much. So it does make him look pretty cool and very badass. The funny thing is, he has a gun, but he has nowhere to put it. Because there's no holster there. You can't tuck it in the belt. You can't tuck it in the holster. Maybe you could do that, I guess. That just looks silly. There's nowhere to put it. You could kind of put it there, I guess, and then put his sword there. That doesn't look terrible. And that's probably the best suggestion to do with it. But this is, in fact, his sword holder. Again, the problem is it's a very big and bulky sword, and it kind of does get a bit in the way. So maybe what I thought of tucking it in here is maybe the better choice. So unfortunately, you have to get him to hold it. Now, in the gun hand, he does hold this fine. Haven't tried it in the other hand yet. You can, he does hold it, but you can't put his finger through the trigger. Now the sword, I haven't tried it in this hand either. Yep, he holds the sword fine in any hand. But as you saw I had at the start of the picture, I think that looks better. Okay guys, you know the routine, size comparison. Okay, Baron Zemo is literally just over 6 inches tall. Usual suspects, somewhat redundant, but Bucky Cap. Superior Spider-Man. Spider-Girl. Ultimate Captain America. Hyperion. Marvel Now Captain America. The Red Skull, and unfortunately I don't have the Build-A-Figure Arnim Zola to show you, so sorry. Okay, articulation. If you've seen any Bucky Cap or US Agent or any kind of one of these figures, you will know exactly what you're in for. The head is on a ball socket, so it can look up that high, forward that far. You get a bit of pivot forward and back, and then a little bit of a rock side to side. Shoulders are on ball discs. They can go around 360 degrees. They can go out that far. They can rotate at the biceps 360 degrees. You have a double in the elbow, but it is slightly hindered by his cuff. slightly, not massively. You have a rotation in the wrist, 360 degrees, and you can pivot from there to there, same on the other side. He has an ab crunch and can go back that far and can go forward that far, which is really nice in my opinion. He has a waist cut which can go rotate 360 degrees. He has T-cut hips which can go forward that far. That is the Spartan. This skirt thing kinda hinders it ever so slightly, not massively. He has a split kick of that, an upper thigh rotation 360 degrees, a double bend in the knee, a boot rotation 360 degrees, and then an ankle point from there to there, and then a pivot from there to there. This is why I like this body mold so much. You can get them into some great poses. They're so articulate and they're so defined. They really are my all-time favorite go-to for bases. But what do I think of this figure? Would I recommend him? Personally, I'm not a fan of this character, although I did actually get the original Toy Biz one way back in the day, and this is definitely by far much better than that one. So if you want a Baron Zemo, definitely a worth pick up. I can't really fault these body molds at all. So my opinion, one to grab if you're a collector of the classic comic book characters. Anyway guys, that is my review. I had done this in a more upper leaping dramatic kind of shot. Just thought it'd be cooler. But yeah, like I said, definitely one to pick up if you're a fan of the character. That's all I can really say. So anyway guys, that is my review. If you have enjoyed this video, please drop me a like down below. Please also subscribe and add any comments you'd like to add about this character or my channel. And as per usual, you know the routine by now guys. Keep collecting and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye bye. So maybe what I just kind of thought on the fly of putting it up there. This skirt. If you've seen any Bucky Cap or